Welcome to part three of themes, and we're basically going to wrap up the themes section. When I left you the last time, we went and played around with with this items here on the right hand side, and I just want to go ahead and show you some extra tricks that you can do to actually make it quite smoother than we currently have. So I want you to go to cssgenerator.com. I'm just going to Google that right there, and I'm going to go to CSS generator, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a transition, right? We want to do a transition of all, and we want it in seconds, and I'm going to do it 0.5, and we're going to do it ease in and ease out. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it in my actual link reference, and sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, you got to make sure that you paste it incorrectly, and if it all works well, you'll have ease in your button. So do you see that mine is easing in and easing out, which I like? It just makes it so much smoother than we have right now. And the code that I pasted in is just basically HTML5 that's doing a transition of 5 seconds, and it's doing it for everything. Like, well, that's why we're saying all, and it's easing in and easing out. So you can take out the out section, and it will only ease in, right? And the reason why we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is because we are accommodating 5 different browsers right here. We're accommodating Chrome, we're accommodating Firefox, Internet Explorer, and Safari, and so forth. So that's why we've got 5 of them. So let's do the same with our menus right here. I mean, it's so bam, 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 So we're going to go and change that. So how we do this, we need to first go to our editor section. We're going to inspect the element, and it's going to say, okay, let's have a look here. It says WordPress menu, WordPress menu. We're going to go and we're going to copy that, and we're going to go and find that, right? We're going to hit Control F, and we're going to find that. It's probably not going to find it because we got to remove the menu in the first section, and you gotta play around until we get, okay, that's not working. Let's just say WordPress, and then maybe at the start we say menu. Okay, that's not working. So let's say, okay, let's see what's got WordPress in it. So WordPress, no, no. And there we go, WordPress core. No, that's not going to work. WordPress gallery, no. Oh, and then everything just disappeared. So in essence, okay, that's not going to work for me. So I'm just going to type in menu and see if this doesn't. Oh, 99, that's going to take too much. So we're going to go back to the top menu, the one that we altered, and we're gonna scroll down because it says here in the comment top menu. And that's the thing about styling or editing a theme, is you got to use common sense, right? It's saying top menu, so I take it like, if I take top menu and I scroll down, I'll probably get to main menu or header menu. So this is header menu primary, and there we go. You can see that this has got a gradient, and if I go back to my site, you can see that this is a gradient. So we are definitely at the right place. So now I can see, okay, I'm just going to scroll down until I get the actual LIA, which in this case it does not have. So, it's got this, which you've got this, LI, and then you've got hover, but it's not really doing anything there, right? It's saying white space normal, not really what I want. So if I go look and have a look at this, hover, no, that's not it. So it says menu after. Menu, okay, hover. Oh, there we go. There's a hover that's you've got your A, and you've got your hover section right here. So maybe that is where we want to be. Maybe. Oh, but look at this. This is where we want to be, right? This is the hover section right here. So if I go to menu A, and this can be correct, or this cannot be correct. Like, we need to go back, and I want to basically ease it in and out. So I'm going to paste it there, and I'm going to paste it there and see if it works. Maybe, I don't know if it's going to work though. So we got to make sure that when we press refresh that it's going to ease in and out, and it's still not. It's doing that, like it's doing it on the ease in, but it's not doing it on the bam. You see, it's still doing the bam thing when I go over with my mouse, but it's easing out, which is great. So we nearly there. So we just got to go back to our code and go, okay, we've pasted it in our A, and when we go out, it's easing out. So I'm going to go back to the menu itself, and I'm going to put that transition right at the start of the menu, right? I'm telling him, right, okay, if it's still not working, do you see that? So we need to go and play around until we get it. I'm just going to reload and make sure that, that it actually applied. So no, it's not working. So I'm just going to go scroll down maybe I'm gonna put it right here at the LI and see if that doesn't work. So you got to play around. That's the whole thing. Because you're adapting to someone else's theme, you got to make sure and play around. It's still not working. You got to play around until you get to the correct place. And you see, this is quite complicated CSS. So I've added it to the A and added it to the A hover. So the color is changing to white. So basically, menu current page item A. So current page item background null, transparent. Yeah. Get that. So we are going to paste our code. UL won't work. No. Let's paste it over here and update it. Paste it over here and update. Paste over here. So you see I went and actually pasted it a couple of places, trying to figure out, okay, what's going on here. And that's what you got to do, if you want to alter someone else's code. It's still not doing what I wanted to do. You see that? So in essence, you just got to play around and figure out where you need to paste all this code to actually get it working, right? So I'm just going to go and paste it everywhere. And once I figure out where it is, you need to go and take it out again, because you don't want your CSS to be floated, right? To bloat for too many code. So that's in essence how you can get, what about this? Let's have a look at this. Oh, I made a mistake there. Put it there. Gonna put it there. So I'm adding it at a couple, and you got to keep in mind where you've added it so that you can go back and fix it up again, right? Because you don't want that to get bloated. Okay, so I'm just scrolling up, making sure I've added it everywhere, so that we, some bound way we're going to find out, okay, some bound way we're going to figure out what's going on here. And there's only one way of doing it, and that's playing around with it, right? So once I've done that with everything, which I'm doing right now, and I hit update, if this does not work, then that means that there's some jQuery code that's not allowing me to do that. And then we're getting into more complicated things, not too complicated for this video at the moment. But in essence, you understand the basics behind altering your CSS file. And this one is working great, but unfortunately this one is not working as well as what I thought it would. So basically that was looking at editing the themes, looking at editing the CSS of the themes. So I'm going to leave you with the last but not least, and that is understanding that when we go back to the editor, and you'll see, like, we spoke about the 404. So I'm just going to open up the 404, and you can see that it's just basically PHP. So you can go and change some of this stuff, but I recommend highly not to do that. You can go to the header section. You can figure out and see, okay, this is how the header gets styled. This is how it gets put together. So in essence, it's all about figuring out what your how the theme works, and then working from there. That was WordPress themes.